Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to try and take off with it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard.
They go play action here on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bears nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And if you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Bears nothing.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adrian Peterson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
On second down now, it's Peterson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that in that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Peterson. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bears 14, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. Come on, D. Hatch it. Watch twist.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Second and 8 coming up.
He's coming. Check in. Don't get nervous. Mike 13. 60 Bison. Get on the field, defense. Slam. Check.
Back to throw. Looking for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 13. Mike 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in.
Back to throw here. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Bring it. Buffalo 18. Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Hey, time. 58's the Mike. 58.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
58 Mike. Got one.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
You see me out here?
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Man open is Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 53 yards.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. As time expires in the first half.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Peterson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, Peterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And off comes to Peterson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Fields.
It's complete to Robinson. touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah,
and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On play action, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And some room to run now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
134 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Bears first down.
Fields on first down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 35, Saints 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Safe. Slam.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Check 26. Watch the whip. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Deuce, 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 deuce. 70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Bears 35, Saints 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And the Bears.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 7-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the slant. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.